Hey, what's up, guys? It's Michael McAllister here with your GHL weekly breakdown for the mortgage industry. We're breaking down the updates from the last week provided from Sean Clark and the team at Go High Level and giving them to you in a way that makes sense for the loan officer so that you can use the cool new features and cool new updates that are being implemented every week. So with that, stay tuned. Your GHL weekly breakdown is coming right up. All right, guys, this week's update is really simple. I'm actually not even going to be going on the screen. I will point to yesterday's Zoom room where you can review one of the updates that we'll touch on in a minute. But for now, what I have to share with you is that the 9 dots of death, if you have ever heard of the 9 dots of death or ever experienced the 9 dots of death, this is a caching issue. So this a lot of times will happen after High Level has pushed updates and you haven't yet cleared your cache. A lot of times what we'll find is people will go in to log into High Level and they'll click on something and then they'll see these 9 dots, 3x3 box of dots, and it'll just show that consistently until you clear your cache, re-sign in. What they're saying is that this issue is fixed. They said it was a known caching issue. This has been an issue that we have seen off and on since the beginning of Go High Level, or our beginning of Go High Level 5 years ago. So if this is in fact fixed, this will be really, really cool. This will be welcomed by a lot of people that have been around High Level for a long time. Again, we've slowly seen less and less issues like this over time, but what they're saying is that this specific issue, they knew what it was, they fixed it, and we shouldn't see any more 9 dots of death. So we'll see. Let us know if you do see that. We're very interested to hear, are they right? Did they fix it? We'll see. All right, next up, this feature is pretty cool. I think it's gonna simplify delivering lead magnets or using files as lead magnets for loan officers. So just thinking about the process and what it takes to upload a file to a hosting site, a file hosting site, and then take that link and put that in an email. That's what it takes right now in order to share an attachment with somebody. You're basically giving them a link where they can access that download. Well, now the email builder allows you to attach files directly to the email. So think PDFs that you have on for your local area that you're offering as a lead magnet. One thing that I was thinking about is I know loan officers that use spreadsheets that have super involved spreadsheets that they'll share with their clients. So this is this gives you the potential to use that as kind of either a lead magnet or just a value offering through one of your automated sequences. However it is that you want to use this, again, this eliminates the need for a separate file hosting site to host files that you're going to share with your audience, and allows you to be able to attach those attachments directly to the email within the email builder. So I've never seen this before in an email builder. I'm really excited to play with it. I'm really excited to replace our hosted file links with attachments and kind of test and see what happens with it. This is a really new feature for us. It seems like one that would be obvious. Super interested to see how that goes. Again, if this is something that you gain experience with or that you get stuck with, please let us know. We'd love to help. All right, next up, and one that we're really excited about, that I'm really excited about, this is the ChatGPT Premium Workflow Action. Earlier, I told you that I'm going to point to our Zoom link from yesterday. I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Typically, I record on Thursday. Recording this on a Wednesday. Our Zoom call is on Tuesdays. This week, we actually dove into the Premium Workflow Action, the ChatGPT Premium Workflow Action. So if you're looking for a demonstration, check out that Zoom link. I show you exactly how to interact with it, how to set it up. So definitely check that out if you're interested in the ChatGPT Premium Workflow Action. But in a nutshell, what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to freeform a prompt for ChatGPT as opposed to using the content AI tool that High Level has built in that is designed to help you create content and give you kind of some guidance for how to do that. This is just freeform ChatGPT. Hey, give your prompt. You send the workflow action will send the prompt to ChatGPT. It'll listen for the response, and then it'll give you the response as something that you can use within your workflow. So again, cool functionality that I don't necessarily know exactly how we're going to use it yet or how our clients are going to use it yet, but we're excited to play with it. Again, just more advancements on the ChatGPT AI marketing automation front that are going to be good for everybody, good for the mortgage industry as a whole, and hopefully good for some of our loan officers that figure out cool and creative ways to use it. All right, lastly, we have infrastructure improvements to workflows. They made a big deal about a 10-month process that they spent overhauling the infrastructure for workflows, and that should allow for more reliability as well as quicker executions. We in the past have had to set up wait steps inside of our workflows as a safeguard against workflows taking too long to execute. And so we're hoping that this eliminates a lot of those issues, and you know, we see workflows happen more instantaneously as opposed to being told that something happens but having to wait 20 or 30 seconds to make sure that it happened. When we saw this is typically with super high volumes of workflow actions, so the average user is probably not going to see anything different here. But if you're a power user, if you are somebody who has seen workflows slow down based on the amount of volume of contacts that you're putting into those workflows, then you should be excited for this. Check it out. Let us know what you think. All right, guys, that's it for this week's GHL Weekly Breakdown. As always, stay tuned for our weekly Zoom room hosted on Tuesdays at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. You don't want to miss these. You'll see, if you go back to last week's, you'll see how we dove in depth into one of these new features. This is where you get the opportunity to ask whatever questions you have, run through any scenarios that you're coming across, any integrations that you don't know exactly how to set up, all these things. Come to the weekly Zoom room. It's free. You don't have to be using Empower LO. Anybody that's using Go High Level is welcome to jump on these calls and use and abuse our time as we jump on to help you guys implement Go High Level into your business. So with that being said, thank you so much for staying tuned to this week's GHL Weekly Breakdown. We'll see you at the top.